Welcome to another episode of The Fresh Bunch. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you happen to be listening. Mm-hmm. My name is Mike. We're here with Ryan, Joel, and the great Mimi Pacheco.
And Sid the Wonder Dog.
Sid the Wonder Dog is down here. And our amazing guest today is a very interesting and unique couple calling us from Atlanta, right? You're in Atlanta right now? Okay. We live in Atlanta. We have Mrs. Valentina Armellini and Mr. Kyle Armellini.
You guys, I just realized they're like the prom king and queen
yes.
of NEXTGEN.
Yes.
NEXTGEN. So like if there was a NEXTGEN prom king and queen, you guys have my vote.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mike, for the invitation. Mimi, everyone, thank you so much for having us here.
Yes, thank you very much.
We are super interested to hear all about your transformation from sales to marketing, which is kind of the same almost at Chrysal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right now, I am the marketing manager for Chrysal in North America.
Woo-woo!
And yeah.
And for context, Mimi, that was previously your job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super proud, yeah.
And Kyle is the manager of the Armellini terminal in Atlanta. Is that your title?
Terminal manager of Atlanta, correct.
Yeah.
Soon to be Miami, hopefully one day.
Woo!
There you go.
You're inside the cooler right now. You're recording right inside the office?
No, I'm in my office, yeah.
Okay.
I can go in the cooler if you want.
So if anyone doesn't know, Kyle is the son of the great Stephen Armellini,
Yes.
Which
does that make you fifth generation? What is that?
I am third generation.
Third generation. Okay, I thought there was a...
There's one more underneath me, fourth generation, Sarah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Mike, you were saying something. It's kind of like, what did you say before about Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, so there's that thing about like every movie starts connected to Kevin Bacon somehow.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, it's the same with Armellinis. Like somehow everyone's connected to them. Somehow.
I feel like everyone in the
Can
whole
we give you an example?
Nation.
Can you try it?
Well...
You have 5 turns to get it back? Okay.
Wait, but does it have to be a specific? Because everybody can come back to like Uncle Willie. Everybody can come back to Steven.
Well, if it would be somebody not in the flower industry, could you do it?
No, I'm talking flower industry specifically. Or maybe even produce.
Produce too.
Maybe even produce, but that's about it. That's what I know. There's so many of them. It's just...
If it's not you,
I do Maurice Harris, our guest 2 episodes ago.
Okay, Maurice Harris works in California, who in turn has seen an Armellini truck deliver his flowers.
I don't think that's how it works. Okay, anyway, moving on.
I didn't bring up that should have been given to Mike.
Do you want to try it?
But don't do Maurice Harris.
Why not?
Because he's so far.
I was trying to think of a random person in the industry that might. If I name Jimmy, there's
I could do Jimmy in a minute.
Of course. That's why I tried to give you someone who you couldn't do in the first answer.
Look, there's nobody who doesn't know that name in this industry. Somehow they know the name, somehow they know the brand, somehow they know the people. Don't ask me how, but it's just how it works. It's how it is.
Is that how you see it, Kyle? Or are you kind of, since you're in it doesn't feel that way?
At first, when I first got into the business, no, I didn't really pay attention to it. But now, the longer I've been in it, everyone always mentions Armellini. Everyone always has a story about my father or Willie or
David.
Now that I've been in it, I get it a lot now.
Yep.
We're still growing.
It's really fun when you have that. Like I get stories of my grandfather, which I didn't really have many memories of because he passed when I was very young. But I get stories from it all throughout the industry. People come up to me all the time and tell me about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun when it's good stories for sure.
You get both stories. That's the best part.
Wait, but Valentina, were you in the industry prior to meeting Kyle?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I got in the industry 6 years ago, and I started working for Multiflora. I was living in Barcelona, and COVID hit. So I decided to move back to Colombia to stay with my family, looking for a job, and I found Multiflora. And basically, that was my flower university. They taught me everything about the flower industry. And I was with them for 2 years, I think. And then I met Kyle at WUFSA.
Another WUFSA.
Another WUFSA hookup.
They need to start putting like plaques up or
Casey
something.
and Michelle met at WUFSA, and yeah.
Many people have met at WUFSA.
It's an
We were the latest.
Who needs a dating app when you can just go to WUFSA?
That's right. Just walk around. You'll find somebody, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was great. At the beginning, I thought he was from the security. Yeah. I swear to you, he was like wearing like a black outfit and he was walking around and he was, staring at me. And I was like, this is kind of weird. Like he's walking, so often in front of my stand. So I thought he was from security.
Is that how you remember it, Kyle?
That's how I've been told many times, but I was just walking around.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was,
yeah.
walking around. And I remember then my manager, Daniel Valle, told me like, someone wants to meet you. And I was like, okay. And then his manager, Mark Sterling, was talking to Daniel Valle and they introduced ourselves. So
The matchmakers.
they introduced us. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, yeah?
I knew Mark Sterling had a lot of skills, but I didn't know matchmaking was one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know at the time either, but yeah, he's the one who introduced us.
Yeah, they introduced us, yeah.
That's awesome. Mark's great. So that's fun.
That is great. Love it.
Yes, Mark's a great guy.
Yeah, it was great.
So fast forward, you guys moved to Atlanta.
Yep.
Yeah, we married 2 years ago.
At the time, I was working in Miami in the warehouse, and then the position in Atlanta opened up, so they offered it to me. So obviously, we took it. We moved to Atlanta. She kept working from home. Since then, we've been here for 2 years now, and now we're actually planning on moving back soon.
Yeah, I joined Chrysal. So I moved here to the US. Chrysal had an open position for sales, and I applied, and that's how I joined the company.
You applied, and according to your manager, Dennis Wheeler, at that time, you kicked freaking butt. Like, you were just awesome. So, and you had the secret sauce, which is you learn the product, but you also understand the customer, which to me, on a marketing standpoint, is something that is going to give you that leg up big time, because understanding the customer and understanding the salespeople, what you really need is the salespeople are your customers too. So I'm super excited for you in this position.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel that one of the main things that you need to apply when you're selling is listening and to understand your customer. And I feel that I'm really empathetic. So every time that I was selling, I was trying to understand what the customer needs, and I was trying to solve their problems. I feel that, well, marketing is that basically. You need to listen first and then tell the story. So that's what I'm going to do now. And yeah.
Is that position making you go to move to Miami? You have to be in office for that? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to move back to Miami. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
How's the traffic in Atlanta compared to Miami? The same?
I always thought Miami was very bad, but when you're in Atlanta, I think Atlanta's much worse.
Really?
That's what I hear.
I hear a lot. Yeah, people talk about that a lot.
I've only been in
Anything
Atlanta
off
twice, maybe.
285 is horrible. It's always a truck turned over, a car turned over, there's a car on fire, there's something.
Sounds like
Not
the
an
Palmetto.
Armellini truck. No, it's not those.
Ryan, don't you remember your little
Never
kids when we used to drive to Florida? We used to play Count the Armellini trucks. You don't remember that?
No, I mean I remember like no. I'm just
Instead of
gonna say no.
instead of punch buggy, punchbacks is Armellini.
We did that
Armellini,
too.
Armellini.
Armellini. Bah!
They did the punch
I
buggies.
do remember punch buggies.
And then we got into counting the billboards for how long it is to get to Pedro's place.
Oh.
You know
I
those
don't know what
billboards
that
on
is. 95?
95?
No.
That you're going to go to, there's like this motel called South of the Border. It's like a tourist trap.
I don't know. The ones
It's
that
like Yeehaw
It's
Junction. It's
Yeah.
another tourist trap.
It's South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
It's right after.
Yeah, you can get everything there. They got everything
Well,
at Pedro's.
now it's a Buc-ee's, or the one that I always look
Yeah.
for is the Cracker Barrel. Like, you can every couple places it's a Cracker Barrel. That's what you can
Yeah.
get.
Cool. Well, welcome back to Miami when you're here.
Yeah. Well, the
Thank
secret
you.
the secret is I'm going to tell you guys about that is just get a place close to work, and then you're happy. You'll be happy for the rest of your life. Because the less traffic, the better. I mean, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be the earliest, though. I'll tell you this much. Because you just get that random traffic every once in a while, and you'll be like,
not every
"What?"
once in a while. It's horrible.
Well, no, I'm saying when you live close, that you trust it, then all of a sudden you get a random.
Pockets has the right idea. He moves 6 blocks away and he has a scooter. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
We're planning on something like that, getting something close. For sure.
Doral, yeah. Yeah, the scooters are cool now.
He's got a heavy duty one. That's not like a normal one.
I bought him that on the TikTok.
That's not like a bird. That's a big daddy one.
Dude, I rode that thing.
It's got shock absorbers.
And I had to brace just in case for impact.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those things.
I had it at 35 miles an hour. This thing's fast.
Are you like a speed demon?
Not really.
Are you not into would you ride a motorcycle fast? Anything?
Yeah, but not forever. Just so I can see how fast I can go and not panic. That's as far as I would go.
Have you ever driven on the Autobahn?
No.
I have.
No.
Motorcycle.
But I've driven on the Palmetto. It's really not much different.
How fast did you go, Mimi?
10, and I was already freaking out. I didn't drive. I was a passenger, but that is scary. Yeah. I don't like that.
I go to work between 4 and 5 in the morning. Sometimes a little after 5.
And you're going 100.
And there isn't a cop on their way to work that drives less than 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
For sure.
Not less than 100. They're flying.
Let's not deter them from coming back to Florida.
No, don't worry.
They're stuck.
I don't want to move anymore.
Their cars will still be registered in Atlanta. Their insurance will be low. So anyway, talk to us about your transition from sales and into marketing and what direction Chrysal USA is going. Because we are big fans of Chrysal USA.
Well, as I say, I started working for them as a sales rep. I was participating in the different, meetings, and they were asking for my opinion in product launching and stuff. I have a bachelor degree in marketing and communication, so I guess my background is marketing and communication. And they asked me if I was okay, taking over the role, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be awesome. I want to, I guess, improve the storytelling of the company. And we have a lot of surprises coming. So that's going to be super good. I can't say anything right now, but we have a lot of surprises. And then we have a new product that we launched last year. That is our Spring from Holland spray paint. And it's going really well. We have amazing feedback from our customers.
Spring is the brand name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Spring from Holland. So we own the company, and it's floral paint. We have a line of glitters too. And I guess what is unique about this new product is the color palette and the quality. Is really good quality. And I am obsessed with the glitters. It's they're delicate, they're elegant, they blend really well.
Is it glitter paint? It's glitter paint, or is it glitter you just sprinkle on?
Yeah, it's a spray paint. Okay. You spray the glitter, but it's really, I'm in love because it's elegant. It's super delicate. It blends really well, and I love it. We were trying the glitters in TPIE, this tropical plant show.
Mm-hmm.
We were trying it, with plants, and people was obsessed. They were like, "Oh my gosh, they look amazing!"
Smart.
So like leaf shine, you were spraying it like leaf shine and said it was glitter.
Yeah, they have a whole color line.
we were doing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's not even a new product. You have a brand new line, and that's so exciting because you got colors and trends that you have to keep up with, and that's really fun.
I assume that's the main brand they use in Holland then?
Spring?
Yeah. It's been around.
Yeah.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
In fact, it was a competitor. It was a competitor of Chrysal when Chrysal had leaf shine. So, because there was a spring leaf shine, and then they probably purchased it recently. I'm assuming.
Chrysal purchased the brand, and you're right. It's super famous in Europe, and now we have the distribution here in the U.S. and we're selling it.
Wholesale.
To everyone. Wholesale. We're selling to wholesale, and the feedback is amazing. People is loving it.
How many cans come in a case?
Well, we have 12 cans in the case, and we're trying a new program that is called the mix and match. So you're going to be able to mix your colors, to choose your favorites. If you can even mix it with the glitters if you want. And we're trying to implement that.
Does that like work with the Chrysal products in any way?
Yeah.
Is there any crossover between
Well, the
two?
leaf shine and I guess, right, Valentina?
Yeah. Yeah. You can help me with this.
Yeah, you know the
you
answer.
know that.
You already
But
know.
yeah.
So I know that for a while, like Chrysal has tried several other entryways into the floral industry besides the actual core products. They did glass for a while, didn't work. Foam was not a good thing. But I think that the difference is that they're working with a Dutch company and Spring is an established company in Europe. The Chrysal
But
brand,
I've seen it here in many places.
because it was
Spring.
brought over, but now it's being distributed by
everything's brought over.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like now it's done by Chrysal and their network will be able to basically put it out everywhere.
But when you go to the supply stores, there's only like usually one or two brands. It's like Floralife, right?
Floralife owns the Design Master.
That's what it
the
is.
Design Master, which Dwight had for a long time, but unfortunately during COVID with the supply chain issue, it was really hard to get Design Master because everything was coming from overseas. So I think that's why they probably saw a great opportunity in that, because they will be able to control that supply chain a lot better.
Yeah. We have a lot of inventory. And remember, Chrysal is everything about longevity. Actually, the paints, they help with that. So if you're applying the correct, flower care, you're applying the flower food, you're cleaning your bases, and then you're applying the paint, your flowers are going to last super long. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of tests, and it's incredible how well they work. The quality is amazing. So it's a really good product.
What's your favorite color so far?
Funny deal. What's your favorite color?
Oh my God, I have a lot of favorite colors, but I think the burgundy.
Oh, yeah. During Mother's Day, Valentine's, Casey wanted to make an arrangement with a little bit different burgundy, and I had to go and get some for him. And it's true, the burgundy sprays are so nice. Like that color is just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's elegant. I love it.
Are the names fun, or are they just like burgundy?
Oh, well, we have some names that are really fun. We have Azalea Pink. I like that one.
Yeah.
But the other ones, we have another one that is called Pumpkin. But they're pretty easy to identify.
Yeah, that's fun. That would be fun to be able to come up with the names. Ryan,
You do that with the roses. You name the roses.
I'm sorry?
he says we could do that with roses. You can name the roses.
So who are the competitors in paints out there still?
Design Master.
Design Master is the only other option for floral paints? There's only two?
No, there's other, but they're not.
A lot of designers use regular spray paint, depending on what they're spraying and what they're doing.
Like Krylon?
Yeah, but it's dangerous. You shouldn't use that.
It just depends on what you're doing. Like if you're just spraying, greenery for a backdrop, no, you're not supposed to spray it with regular paint, but you can.
For an event that only needs to last that day.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
But if you want vase life, you need to use
of course,
floral
because if
spray
not,
because it's non-toxic.
Yeah. Not just non-toxic, but it would actually seal it. The real paint would not let it absorb or be able to breathe. So it would basically burn it.
Covers
it would burn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
And you can use this in plants too. So you can use it in flowers and in plants.
Ooh, I want to try that.
Yeah.
So what else is happening besides the new paint line? What else you got going on?
She can't tell us. It's all top secret.
Can't we get a little hint?
I can't.
No?
I can't. But
Okay.
I promise you guys it's going to be great.
I can tell you, Valentina, we have some of the Chrysal products now here at our in our cash and carry, and the people really, really love the transporter.
That's the big one, right? That's
my
the big
God.
seller.
Number one seller.
So
The transporter.
It's really helpful.
and I try to send them to you as far as like the ones when the people come. I love it. It's genius. This one lady, she's using it for her buckets. She bought her own buckets, and now what she does is she shops in the cash and carry. Nothing ever leaves water. She says she doesn't have any more spilling in her back seat. She feels confident. She goes straight from there to her place in Fort Lauderdale. And I was like, that's a genius idea, because the transporter has those. It can hold anything from a bucket to a vase, to a bud vase. I mean, it's adaptable.
You could also put them like multiple
exactly.
on the floor, and they don't skid. They don't slide around. They have like this thing on the bottom that grips the floor.
Yeah.
So besides the paint, Valentina, what is your favorite Chrysal product? This is like, it's almost like a personality question.
Yeah. Well, I love the bio-based flower food sachet. That's my favorite one. Why? Because I use it and it really works. We have a funny story with my husband. So we purchase flowers all the time, and I start using the flower food sachet from Chrysal. And then my husband one day, he was like, oh my gosh, those flowers, they really last forever. They were there for a month, for real. I'm not lying. I'm not joking. They were like, I guess like 3 weeks, and they were perfectly fine. So I put the flower food sachet as the improved formula, and that's why I love it, because the flowers love that food. They love it.
Is that the one you throw in the bucket?
No, that's the tea bag.
No.
That's the tea bag.
The
that's a tea
bio-base
bag.
is the sachet, but it's an improved formula, but it has a recyclable, or this one is bio-based, so it can probably compost.
Yeah.
So it's made out of
It's
like a
sustainable.
different material.
So like a paper instead of the plastic
It's paperish.
Well, it's not paper, but it has the 5 pp. That means that you can recycle the product, and it recycles really well, and is with our improved formula. It really works. Amazing.
Who makes the formulas? Where's that? That happen in Holland? Where does the formulation happen?
Yes, our scientist in Holland.
Is
They do.
Jan Janssen still there?
Yes, he's still here.
That guy
That's a great name.
Jan Janssen, and that is
Which
honestly,
would be in English John Johnson.
it would be John Johnson,
Yeah.
but it's Jan Janssen. Yeah, he is a master scientist, like ridiculous, like beaker.
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah,
Cool.
Does he wear a white
Yes.
coat?
he does.
Oh,
Has
yeah.
to.
Very,
Has
very
to.
interesting.
That's
And
what
we have
you're
a
thankful.
lot of new generations. So a lot of, younger scientists are working with our company, and they're great. We're always working in innovation and how we can improve the longevity of the flowers, and how we can make the experience for the final customers better, and for the florists. We want to help the florists and the wholesalers, to save money, because this is basically what we're trying to do right now.
You guys remember I was part of that the Chrysal
Blue Ocean.
Ocean meeting
Yeah.
thing they
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
So when I was at that meeting, there was a bunch of different things that went through the whole day, but Valentina was like the star of that meeting. Like all of her ideas and everything like that, they were eating all her ideas up. She had everything like professionally presentable, ready to roll. It makes perfect sense why they transitioned her over
Yeah.
into that, because she was doing the job as the sales rep. She
I
was going above
remember-
and beyond as a sales rep to do all this extra marketing, bringing up the story, the background, and like I'm pretty sure you guys were talking about the paints in that meeting. To see it
Yeah.
now come to full circle to fruition is pretty cool.
They also, Mike, have paints for the growers, and then that was something that they were talking to Juanita about.
Oh, they have the commercial stuff where you could spray on the flowers
yeah.
with the airbrush gun. And
Yes.
well, that's where the glitter really comes in handy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Thank you
yeah.
so much. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. I love to think out of the box. And I feel that
That's where the big money's at, Valentina. That's where the big money is. Selling
Yeah,
these
sometimes people
because color
sometimes
enhancing's a real thing now. People are
yeah.
like, okay, let's do it. And before it was very, oh no, we don't do that. Now everyone wants to do it. Really smart.
There's benefits to it. Like a lot of things, a lot of people don't realize it hides bruises, it hides guard petals and stuff like that in a lot of ways. You can make the flowers look like they last longer in certain times.
Exactly. Yeah. I agree. Mm-hmm.
You got to get with Juanita because she's growing a lot more mundaus to paint now. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Definitely. I'm going to talk to her to see if we can do something nice.
So Kyle, you also had a promotion. How's that going for you?
It's been good. I can't complain too much. I've been here 2 years. I've learned a lot and made a lot of mistakes, but learned from them. But so far, hopefully it'll carry me into my next adventure, which will hopefully be taking over the Miami terminal.
Is the pacing
Eventually.
just as intense from Miami and Atlanta, or is Atlanta a little slower?
Way slower. We are nothing compared to Miami as far as volume and pace.
At
We
least not yet.
are-
At least not yet.
I was gonna say,
Not yet.
I'm sure though,
We're
because Atlanta has to be a big terminal.
It's gonna be the next hub up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are, but most of the flowers still end up leaving from Miami, Palm City. So that's where all of it happens. We just do local stuff right now. So hopefully we can expand in the future and keep growing in this area at least, because there's a lot of room for growth here.
Do you prefer the laid back, or do you like the high intensity?
I guess that depends on the personality. There's pros and cons to both. I prefer to be a little bit more fast paced because I guess the time goes by faster, and I always feel like I'm doing something. Here, it's some days I have to find stuff to do, or
you could have a podcast in the middle of the day.
Exactly. So I have more free time up here, which is a pro. But as far as work, I prefer to be busy because it seems more productive and time goes by faster.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather be fast and busy.
Day goes fast.
I don't know about busy, but I'll take fast.
The day blows fast.
Absolutely.
Now, like
until 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, everything like turns slow motion. That's what it feels like. That 3 to 5 window, everything slows down.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely blows by.
For you guys, sure.
Yeah, as a couple, you guys are both so right now dedicated to your career. Do you guys go home and talk about work?
Yes.
Sometimes.
You both were saying yes, so yes, that answer is a yes.
Yeah.
But
yes, we always come home and discuss whatever happened or whatever major or small thing happened usually.
Yeah, but it helps you because I feel like when you're in touch with so many aspects of different things in the industry, like, you know, she can get a different side. He gives her a different, you know, that's
we help
fun.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
We help each other a lot.
Yeah, and you can even see opportunities. Like that's big ocean, blue ocean all day long. If you guys think of I don't know, guys. I'm going to put my money on that they come up with like the biggest thing in the flower industry together because you got logistics and flower food. I mean, that's a match made in heaven.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Come on, get a solution going. The truck closes and it just automatically freezes them or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So where are the challenges in the world that you guys?
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, where are your challenges as far as like the market conditions and the tariffs and the cost of fuel and all these things? I mean, it's got to be very challenging for both of you.
Well, yeah.
For logistics wise, yeah, obviously the fuel costs has gone up a lot. So we are trying to manage and find ways around that, finding fuel stations that aren't super expensive. We've advised all of our drivers that are going into California to fuel up before they go to California. So the fuel is a big one, but we find ways to manage that the best we can and just basically cutting out any excessive costs that we don't need to save elsewhere. Other than that, everything else is pretty normal other than that.
Yeah. Our materials are a little bit more expensive right now. I guess we are working on a savings campaign internally because we don't want to affect the price that we offer to our customers. So, we're trying to see how we can, be more efficient with less. And that's basically our priority right now.
It's crazy how a lot of people see price and must assume that people are profiting on, like, whereas companies, like you hear both of their companies are working so hard to maintain the cost for the end consumers. And we do too. Like you're trying and trying to make sure that everything is, and I think a lot of people in general, like even me as a consumer, I'm buying milk. I'm like, God darn it, the milk is expensive right now. But
have you ever seen how they have to, how a dairy farm
no,
works?
I know. I'm just saying, like,
it's sad, man. We're up at the lake, up there where I live. There is many dairy farms up there, and it's a lot of work.
So
those guys are just
right.
We better make sure that we help these farmers because those guys.
It's a lot.
New York State, upstate New York, is a big dairy producer, and there's less and less every year. It's really.
But I'm sure, like, as a small company, both the Armellini and Chrysal are huge.
You've been
companies.
having milk too cheap too long.
That's probably true. That is probably true. I have 2 growing teenagers. Like I try to explain to them that they don't need to use milk for every single like meal. They want it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm like, come on, what is this?
We used to go through 6 gallons a week.
Oh wow, no thanks. I
6
can't.
gallons a week.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. Because I have my 5 sons. Each one of them has their cereal morning, noon, and night.
Yep.
With milk.
And their Oreos that they had to
I was
dunk
gonna say
and
cookies as
and
well.
the cookies with milk. And then they bring their friends.
And then mom would just drink milk with Italian and Chinese food and everything.
My kids do
Yeah,
that
my
too.
wife drinks milk with Chinese food and spaghetti meatballs and milk.
I used to think that was weird, but then I thought about like I used to drink milk every day at lunch.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't weird when you eat it then. So.
Yeah. But, I think that a lot of people don't realize how much is what the companies in general have to go through nowadays to do business because they are thinking about passing along the savings. Like a lot of people don't think the savings are being passed along. The efforts are not being done.
I think if you asked most florists, they would say flowers are probably more expensive than they want them to be, but they should all be a lot more expensive than they are.
See, I don't know. I don't completely agree with that. I kind of feel like the flowers have been in the basic same price range for the last 50 years.
That's what I'm saying. They should be more expensive.
Like we're selling roses now at prices that are lower than they were.
what should the prices be, Ryan?
I mean, just enough to cover all those extra costs. And I'm saying I'm not adding like $5. I'm talking like a couple cents here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because for them, a company, logistics is you can't take that out. The logistics is a necessity. And I also agree that the Chrysal is a necessity because that's your insurance policy. Without
you don't want to affect the quality.
Exactly. So it's like, you can't cut around the corners on those kind of things. It's impossible.
I watched a video of some guy who was interviewing some truckers at a truck stop about the cost of fuel and stuff. And it was like $7 or something like that. And they were explaining like they have a lot of these truckers, they have like the same truck for like 20 years, like a big giant tractor truck. And they burn like 6 or 7 miles to the gallon.
Wow.
They're not very efficient. And those guys have less work because they can't accept the same price that a truck that's much more efficient.
Mm.
And they can't just go out and afford to buy a new truck because they're at all time more expensive than they've ever been. Like, am I right about that, Kyle?
Yeah, you are correct. So a lot of the old truckers and a lot of these old rigs are getting priced out. They can't afford the $2, $3 miles. They need the $5 miles to be able to afford their insurance, their gas, make their own profit. So yeah, a lot of them are getting priced out.
I wonder if there's a company that's converting engines to electric.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
You guys have electric ones?
No, we are dabbling in it, but we are not anywhere close to testing that out yet.
Yeah,
they're not comfortable with that technology yet. The technology is not good enough for 18-wheelers because gas still goes much farther. You're going to have to stop and charge that up every 400 miles.
Wow.
A gas can still go 800, 1,000 miles, depending on the fuel tank. The technology for semi-trucks isn't there yet, but probably 5 to 10 years, you're probably going to see a lot more of the electric trucks.
I would be nervous. I get nervous with what are the Wemos or Waybos or whatever?
Waymos.
Yeah, those are.
No, you're gonna have Tesla transit trucks or something like that. They're gonna be self-driving, electric automated.
Nope, I'm scared of that.
Yeah.
Still scared of it.
Yeah, I'm not trusting no electric semi-truck yet.
No, not yet.
Who's in charge of that? Your cousin Jared? Is he in charge of that? The trucks?
He's in charge of the shop, so he would be a safe person to ask, and he would be able to tell you if we're actually dabbling in that or thinking about doing that in the future. He would be a very good person to ask for sure.
Have you ever heard about any of the old Armellini parties, Valentina? She's Colombian. She knows parties.
No, Kyle didn't go to any of those parties.
I said the old parties. I asked if you heard of any of the old parties. I'm not saying that was Kyle part of them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I don't know I want to know how those parties were because everyone's like, oh yeah, the Armellini parties, but I want to know what happened,
Yeah, well,
those were conventions.
What happened at an Armellini party is not, you can't share it ever. It's like going to Vegas. It stays at the Armellini party. It's true, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never went, but I heard of stories.
I imagine it's similar like going to Bogota though.
No.
I don't know.
Depends.
No, those were in the 80s and the 90s.
Wait, I did
Bogota
hear.
in the 80s and 90s? Is that what you're
No,
talking
right here in Miami.
No, but the Pro Flora
They used to have them, like in
parties.
Disney World and shit, like fancy places. Nice. nice.
Fresh Fest 10 or something like that will be like somewhere in Disney or something cool.
Well-
or on a cruise ship or something crazy.
I didn't experience the Pro Flora parties back in the like some days. I can't say when because I don't want to say anything, but I heard of these stories and they were really bad. And I was like, okay, I don't need to go to that show ever.
Pro Flora?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's my
Back
point.
in the day. Yeah. And it was more just about a excessive party. Yeah. It's just a big party. You know, that big party that happens at the end?
Yeah.
It was always just the whole week
No, of
was
course.
just waiting
Leading
up
up
for
to
that
that. Yeah,
party.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All those fun parties.
A lot of this business is like work hard, play hard, you know?
I agree with it though. I'm
Yeah.
for it. I mean, there's no harm done there. You guys now get to travel together, right? Like if you have to go to shows, you can do them together. That's great.
Yes.
Yep. We were
We were
actually
together.
at NEXTGEN show in North Carolina together. So
Did you guys drive there or did you fly?
no, we drove.
Oh, see,
It wasn't too bad.
we had that discussion about that next gen. So yeah, okay, yeah, you drove over there, and was it fun? I mean, like you get to see your husband in that light, and you get to see your wife. Like I go home to from a show, and I'll tell Oliver, oh, this happened, and he's like, okay, good, cool, you know, like that's it. At least you guys understand it. That's got to be like beneficial.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really fun, and we help each other, so that's good too. You know, with contacts and
Setting up.
setting.
Poor Kyle. Now he knows the setups.
I got 2 booths to set up.
So, do you have any big shows coming up, Valentina? Are you doing?
Yes, we have a lot. We have Flori Expo
Mhm.
coming, and then we have another one, Cultivate,
Mm.
and yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot of shows coming.
That Cultivate show, I've been telling Mike, is so cool. That's a huge show. It's the plant show, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
plant show,
crazy.
correct.
And it's in Ohio, and it's like the biggest convention center for all of the industry. Like they take over the whole convention center.
Yeah.
For potted plants or nursery
Potted
stuff
plants,
also.
nursery, but you also have just innovative things that are happening. It's a lot like
But
that.
no cut flowers.
There are people who do cut flowers, but not a crazy amount. So that's a really cool
Interesting.
show. Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to replace a couple things that we're not going to do anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we should try that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
Or at
sounds
least to
cool.
walk around,
Definitely.
Mike. We should just walk it just to check it out because it's so cool. It's such a
Yeah.
big show.
How's your
Yeah,
sales of
definitely.
Arrive Alive going?
We are selling a lot. Thanks,
damn
thanks
right.
To your, thanks
You're
to your
damn
video.
right. There we go.
Valentina, give us the inside.
Hell yeah.
We got to get the insider scoop. What did the people in Holland think of Mike getting dunked all that water on him? Tell us the
They
truth because
loved
we don't
it.
know. We don't know. We don't know how did everybody receive it?
They loved it. Everyone was talking about that.
Yeah.
So they loved it. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a great video. Super funny.
That shit works.
You know,
It does.
I agree.
It does.
I agree.
You know, years ago, we used to use wet newspaper in a plastic bag. That's how we would, and we called it wet feet. That's how we used to do it back in the good old days. And then when the Arrive Alive came out,
You were one of the
It
first
made-
farms to be implementing the Arrive Alive.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
only .comers were using it
Mhm.
prior to that. And the first thing that we wanted to use it on was not even for our own farm. We wanted it on our David Austin garden roses because, you know, you need a couple days to sell a box of flowers here in Miami. There's no denying that. The boxes don't always come in and out the same day. They take a couple days sometimes in a normal rotation. And those David Austin roses, they dehydrate very quickly
Mm-hmm.
because they're cut very open.
Remember, they also still have fragrance, which is there's a
Yeah.
lot goes into that. Their roses, the heads are so much bigger. They have to hold in that lot of that
Yeah.
water.
But from a normal like 3 to 4% of claims that we were getting after Arrive Alive, it's below 1%.
Wow.
And there's no denying that that's the reason. And the customers are not getting a rose that is completely dehydrated on delivery when they use that. So that was the first place we used it. But then I started thinking about all the delays that we were having a few years ago, probably 7 or 8 years ago. There was massive delays with the air freight. And we were making our own. We were making them in the back room in the dark. Like, we were buying this weird foam. And
Mickey Moused it.
We were doing that. And then we came up with the Arrive Alive product, and we started a strategic partnership with Chrysal. And we haven't looked back since. And many farms now are doing it. Mm-hmm. Many.
But you
that's amazing.
Yeah, not only did you implement the Arrive Alive early on, you were a big Chrysal proponent from the very get-go. Like, you used number 2 here. You are very, adamant that the flower food has to be in all of our supply chain, because you use it in the cooler in the warehouse. You use it everywhere.
My flower food used to be expired Sprite when I was making bouquets in New York, because money was real tight. Uh-huh. And I had a friend who had a Coca-Cola route. And back in those days, people owned Coca-Cola routes. It wasn't all corporately done. Coca-Cola at some point put expiration dates on their products.
Right.
I would buy all of the expired Sprite from this guy because I'd buy a whole case for a couple bucks. He was gonna throw it away.
What was working was the citric acid.
Right. Uh-huh. So, and I was making bouquets in big quantities. So, like, how much do we put in? As much as what the measurement?
A gulp.
No. People used to ask me, how much do I put in? I say, well, when you open the fridge and you want to drink out of the bottle and you're sneaking a drink with nobody looking out of the bottle, that's how much you put in there.
A swig.
A swig.
A sneaky swig. Because, we've all done it. We've all opened the fridge and taken a swig of something.
Oh, yeah.
Probably in someone else's fridge, not even in your own house.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, bullshit.
No.
Everyone's done that. Everyone's done that.
Mike, you're not invited.
I learned my lesson at a young age doing that. I did it. My friend, he lived in Riverhead, Long Island. I went to his house in Riverhead, Long Island, and we were clamming. We were hunting for piss clams. So you have to step on the sand and a certain spot, and then it will shoot up. And a clam is down there, so you would dig out the clam. Anyway, that's when I first saw the spaceships.
Oh.
And we were so scared of the spaceships.
Mike, you guys didn't know, but Mike is a believer.
Yeah, we ran back. Well, that's why I like the transporters.
Because they transport like Star Wars or Star Trek.
Yeah. So we should have a sign, beam me up on the transporter.
I was thinking the other guy, the driver.
No, but
Oy.
So I ran back to the house and I was so thirsty. They had what looked like to be a bottle of 7-Up. And there was old glass bottles when I was a kid. I don't know. You've never seen them, but there was like these big glass bottles they used to sell you of soda. They weren't plastic. They were glass. Anyway, I took this really quick swig out of the fridge and it was clam juice.
Ew.
It was nasty. So from that point forward, I never snuck a swig out of anyone's fridge again. But I did it when I was a kid.
So happy you don't. But I thought you were going to say once you close the refrigerator, because that did happen to me. My mom would always tell me, when you go to anybody's house, you do not open the refrigerator. You have to ask. And you just sit there and you can't, whatever. And I was like, okay. And my friend was like, don't worry. Go into the refrigerator. Just go in the fridge and get what you want. I'm like, and we were having bologna, and we would just take the bologna straight out of the thing, put it in half and make a donut, and then eat it like if it was make it like you cut the middle of it and make it look like a donut.
What kind of bologna?
Oscar Mayer bologna.
Oh, do you know the song?
My bologna has a first name. It's Oscar.
Go ahead.
I don't know the rest of it.
Come on.
Has a last name.
Mey. I don't know. I just assume it spells
Right?
out
Isn't that the
Myers.
next line? My bologna has a last name.
I don't know. Anyways, but it was so funny because as soon as she goes, go ahead, go and get some bologna for you and me. And I open the refrigerator and I'm biting the bologna, and all of a sudden I'm closing the refrigerator and her dad's right there. And he goes, nobody ever taught you not to go into people's refrigerators. And I was like, oh, I got caught. So, yeah.
Terrible.
What other products does Chrysal
have in their refrigerator?
Bologna.
What other products, Valentina, does Chrysal sell to commercial growers besides food and Arrive Alive. Is there any other products?
Yes, we have the CBBNs. Those are little peels, chlorine peels. They worked really well for all the, like bulb flowers or the flowers that are producing a lot of slime or that are really sensitive. So the stalk, the daffodil. So basically, we recommend the customers to put one peel in the bucket, so it helps with the bacteria, to control the bacteria.
Did you ever cut a daffodil stem? It oozes out a slime. When you cut daffodils, they ooze out a slime.
Yeah.
So that cleans that. It treats that.
It treats that, like the gerbers too. So we recommend that with gerberas. And we have another one that is called Alesco, and it's for ethylene production. So it controls the ethylene production of certain, flowers, and it really works really well.
That's a
and
tablet. Is that a tablet or is that a piece of paper?
It's a liquid. It's a liquid. Yeah. And then we have the bulb tea bags. If you guys have like bulb flowers, the bulb tea bags are really good for that. We recommend the bulb tea bags with the Hawaiian floral mist for the dahlias. They work really well. I think you guys were doing a test.
Yeah, we did
right?
a test for it. Mm-hmm.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then in Ecuador and in the rest of the world, they have a bunch of pre-harvest, and they also have a lot of bio-based products. It's a huge company. They have anything from AVB, SVB. There's a bunch of products that basically will help for the pre-harvest.
I want to change the subject. Would you guys have any tips for working with your spouse in the industry? Anybody? Because I know a lot of people do that in this industry.
Oof. I mean, there's nothing really to it. It's just communication, really. No real secret to keeping it going. Communication, which I'm still working on, by the way.
You know what? You just admitted that you're working on it. So that's the best part. We know you're doing great, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Other than that,
how good's your Spanish, Kyle?
Well, that's a different story. That's a different.
No,
that's a work in progress.
You can't ask Kyle. You have to ask Valentina. Valentina, how good is Kyle's Spanish?
He's trying. He's trying. He's trying to learn. Yeah.
So Casey has to learn Spanish because they only speak Spanish to the baby, and
that's amazing.
We're going to be in that same boat eventually. So
yeah. So Casey is speaking a lot of Spanish now that he didn't know before because he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great.
So it's perfect for him. So he probably knows a lot more than me right now.
Yeah. But I just think it's cool that they're working really hard at, I guess giving the baby a leg up in life by being bilingual from the get-go.
Sure. Especially in Miami.
Yeah. I know Carrie Ann speaks both English and Spanish to Addison. So that's
she's
cool.
a little older, so she has to be able to speak both. Yeah.
Yeah. When they go to school, they say when the kid goes to school, that's where they're going to learn.
I didn't know a lick of English until I got into kindergarten.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Kindergarten?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I spoke only Spanish until
because I had my grandparents and they didn't speak English, so I just spoke to them.
So do you think that you wouldn't be bilingual if that didn't happen?
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so then you got a leg up in life.
Because at a certain age, I think I forgot to speak Spanish. I think probably like second grade, you forget to speak it because you speak so much English during school.
You have to practice.
That you have to practice to speak.
But at home, you always spoke Spanish.
I spoke mostly English.
Your family spoke Spanish, and you were in the room.
Yeah, but it's like 50-50 at times.
Yeah, I guess it's going to be the same for
me.
Valentina,
That's awesome.
Put your foot down, Valentina. That's right, Kyle. Va a aprender.
Yeah, I need to teach Kyle. It's hard, but I guess you're gonna learn one day.
Well,
I'll learn. Don't worry.
Yeah, there's some cases you're forced to learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have to learn it coming back to Miami anyway, and for Val and our kids and everything.
The warehouse.
The warehouse, yeah.
99% Spanish, so yeah.
Yeah, same here.
They call the pacifier, they call it a tete, but we called it a nookie. We called it a nookie. So when they say the Ted, I was like, no, that's a nookie.
You see, Valentina, you were nervous about nothing.
There's all kinds of things. People call that, right?
Unbelievable.
That's the question of the day. Submit what you call your pacifiers.
Yeah, what did you call your
A
pacifier?
tete,
Let us know.
a bobo. They call it a bobo too.
Bobo.
Mm-hmm.
A nene.
Oh,
A bobo. All right, back to the good stuff. So you both work for companies that have a legacy. How important is that for you guys to be able to continue that legacy and also continue to bring innovation to them? Because like we've already spoken about some of the transportation legacy and I mean the innovation and also that you guys have a bunch of new products coming out. But it means a lot that you work for a company that's almost 100 years old, right, Valentina? Now?
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. To be honest with you, I think that I'm pretty lucky because to work with a company that has a lot of legacy gives me a lot of wisdom too. Because I'm able to work with people that knows a lot about flower care and about a lot of stuff. And then I can bring, new ideas. And I think that's the game. Like we need to always innovate and respect the past too. So, yeah.
Does Chrysal
What about
have like
you?
an old memorabilia and
Oh
stuff?
my God. Yes. There is a there's a room in the headquarters that's the museum that has
All the original packaging and all that
all
shit?
the original packaging,
That's cool.
the articles, newspapers, clippings. I mean, the room, I remember when I first started, the room was the same. It was the same room, but it had a lot. But remember, it was a family owned business. So a lot of that came down and was trickled down. So, and as they started growing and buying other companies, it just got bigger and bigger because there's even more knowledge that they were creating.
Who manages that room?
The marketing department in Holland. Yeah. It's a really cool room.
In Kennecott's in Chicago, they have like all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They have like these big scrapbooks full of like
Yeah.
things, articles, magazines, postcards, just all kinds of cool stuff they have. Even like old typewriters and old adding machines and all the stuff from the old, they have saved, they have like a whole museum, which is really cool. Is there one, I know your grandma saved a lot of stuff and was in her book and stuff, but is there like a spot where you guys have like all the old stuff somewhere?
Hey, no. I'm sure they have some old stuff hidden away in Palm City headquarters somewhere, but most of that was put into my grandmother's book that she put together. All the history and thing that went through it.
I have a signed
But
copy.
I'm sure we have some in Palm City.
That's got.
You say you want to?
No, I have a signed copy from your grandma.
Ah, nice, perfect.
Yeah,
there you
of the
go.
book. Yeah, awesome.
It's a great book.
And, yeah, she was a painter.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
She became a painter in her older years, and luckily, she gave some to us, to everyone in the family. I have one of them. My sisters have one. My father. So we were able to collect them and keep them.
Oh, that's nice.
What's your painting? What do you got?
A truck.
I have. Someone does have a truck, not me.
Oh.
I have one of nature that she kind of represented the property we had in the Keys that I have. She did a lot of nature painting and stuff like that. She was very good at nature stuff.
So interesting. So Uncle Willie was telling me a story how he gets the wood that he carves. It comes from the area of the Keys. It's like some kind of old wood that you can't find anywhere else, and he gets like the knotty part of it or something. And he
goes find wood that he can cut up and carve out, or someone will send him wood. Like my father would send him wood when he's traveling and have him make stuff for him for sure. But yeah, he goes and collects wood so he can make his little bowls and anything he designed.
I don't really go onto Facebook a lot, but when I go onto Facebook, I always see somebody tagging him like, thank you for this piece that I mean, and I think that's beautiful because Willie's overall just that guy who has so many talents, but it's cool to see that, you know?
we have a bowl that he made. He sent us a bowl. It's up at the lake house. It's really nice.
We got a bowl, a theme song. We got all kinds of Willies. A book.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have
Whatever
books.
you need, Willie can do it. Willie is very talented, multi-talented. Instruments, art, carving, whatever.
Photography.
Photography.
Okay, we're going to end it with questions. Answer these rapid fire as best as you can, okay?
Fair
At
enough.
the same time or?
No, not
Let's
the
go.
same.
Ladies
no,
first.
Both will answer. Ladies,
Ladies
yeah,
first.
ladies
There you go.
first.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, what's your favorite flower?
Dahlias.
Typical rose. We must rose. Regular garden rose.
What is the best sandwich?
Hot dog. And Scott told me to answer
Ooh.
that. Hot dogs.
Yes.
We're gonna have to have a conversation when we get home, though.
Yeah.
More.
Yes.
No, you heard Kyle. He has to have a conversation.
That's
when he
right.
gets home.
Hot dog
I
is
like-
not a sandwich.
And I like pineapple in my hot dog.
Pineapple.
You meant to
Yeah.
say in your hot dog?
Yeah.
I've seen that. I have seen that.
But wait, did you see his face? He
Well,
just found
I
out.
thought she meant pizza too at
Well,
first.
but wait, he found out something new about his wife on this episode because his
they're divorcing now. No,
Never
that was too much.
4 years and he's never mentioned.
On a hot dog? I know pizza, but a hot dog? Of course.
You never had a Hawaiian hot dog?
There's a pineapple. There's a
No.
pineapple sauce, and it's so good.
I can't wait for
Yeah.
you guys to go to New York City, go to a hot dog cart, and tell the guy, I'll take
some pineapple."
sauerkraut, onions, and some pineapple, and see what the guy does. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Kyle won't let it happen. Look at his face. He's
Well,
not.
they put everything on the Chicago one.
That's
what's
true.
the difference?
That's
Okay.
true.
Okay,
So what's
I make-
Kyle's sandwich?
I make
Probably Philly cheesesteak.
Mm.
Dan just brought some back.
Yeah, we just had some Geno's.
So Philly cheesesteak for me.
Nice. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Oof.
maybe flying.
There's so many, but she took mine. So I'd probably say, like, Xavier, read people's minds.
Ah.
Cool.
Ooh.
What's the most
Well,
overrated?
you're a manager. You should be able to do that.
I
You're,
can
ex-
attempt
you're
to, but
expected to read minds when you're in a key position like that.
Mm-hmm.
How did you not know?
Yeah.
no argument there.
What's the most overrated flower?
I know. I don't like that question. They're all beautiful and important. Oh, what do you mean, like overrated?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay, what about underrated?
Sunflower?
I like it.
I like. a
Yeah,
good
I agree with that
sunflower.
answer.
All
Yeah.
right.
This is no longer the questions. This is the Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed Game. That is
Right.
fun, actually. We should have done that.
We're just doing
Okay.
it. We are doing it.
We're
'cause
just
they're
going to transition
learning about
into
each
that.
other.
And now, the next question I ask you, Kyle, you have to answer what you think she's going to answer.
Oh, boy.
And we'll do it. We'll
Oh,
do it.
that's way fun.
Okay,
We'll do
Yeah.
it vice
yeah,
versa.
I
yeah.
like that.
Late night, she's going to the kitchen to get a snack, something to eat late night. What would either of you eat late
She's not
night?
going. She's sending Kyle.
That is the correct answer for sure.
That's funny.
But she probably eats cereal. Some type of her favorite Colombian cereal would be my first guess.
Valentina doesn't look like that's the answer.
No?
Yeah, probably cereal. Or maybe strawberries with chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what would Kyle get?
Oh my god.
Whatever's in the fridge.
Chips. He loves chips, but that's not in the fridge.
No.
So
What
All
about
right.
like
Valentina, what is the first thing that your spouse does in the morning?
he takes our dog out and he poops.
The dog or Kyle?
together?
Both.
All right, here, he gave me some questions. Let's see if these are
I don't get the amount of time that men spend in the bathroom. I don't get it. Like I take a while to get dressed, but I don't understand the lore of the bathroom.
Take away their cell phones and they
Oh
won't be
my
in there too long.
gosh. We gotta
The word my spouse uses the most when they're angry is blank.
Kyle, what word does Valentina use the most? It's something you can't say because it's in Spanish.
Panzón.
Panzón?
Canson.
Uh,
Canson.
Panzón.
What about his word?
What's his word, Valentina?
Unbelievable.
Okay, let's end it on a nice one. The way my spouse makes me smile is blank.
The way my spouse supports, loves, cares.
So cute. I love you, baby.
See? We got you.
See? Here's your wingman over there.
Set him up.
Ryan.
And the way he always support me and he touch my hair and massage my feet.
Aw. Good job, Kyle.
For the record, I'm not a feet person, so
Just want to clear that up, bro.
Well, but you are a Valentina's feet person, which is important. That's a good one.
I have nice feet, in case you want to know.
Yeah, but Kyle's not going to massage them
Send
for
Kyle
you.
a picture.
Valentina, if anybody needs to be able to reach out to you or wants to learn more about Chrysal, where should they go?
You can contact me via email at valentina.armellini@chrysal.com or follow us on Instagram, Chrysal USA, or visit our website at chrysalflowerfood.com.
Perfect. And Kyle? Anybody want to reach out to you, send you a picture of their feet?
Sure, Mike already knows how to reach me, but if not, just email me at karmellini@armellini.com, or you guys know to visit the Armellini website.
That's right.
Just put a random letter and then Armellini@armellini.com and you'll get somebody, right? K Armellini, J Armellini, S Armellini. You'll pretty much get somebody.
Somebody will respond.
That's right.
Thank you very much. I really feel like you're going to have huge success what you're doing. And I know that you're with some great people at Chrysal. So I can't wait to see what happens next in your journey with them. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today, Valentina, Kyle. We enjoyed it very much. This is Mike, Ryan, Joel, the great Mimi Pacheco, Sid the Wonder Dog. Thank you, guys.